Oh yeah, the StreamYard works. Let's go, baby. We don't have to cancel the spin. Mando's got a haircut. He's wearing a shirt. Good morning, GM Friday. Woo! August 23rd. Oh man, I can't wait for this month to be over. Honestly, the month of August sucks. Like, bring on September and then bring on Christmas. If we could get rid of 3 months out of the year, for me, it would be August, October, and November. Completely useless. Anyways, August 23rd, 2024. Actually, we got to check in on our 4 token. Look at this. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-hosts in the house. Mando, Tyler. How you guys doing today? Mando seems confused.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I may be able to be here for like 10 minutes, but I'm doing great. How are you?
The shirt's on. The shirt's fully open. You're like, look at that. Oh my God. That's so. Mando needs to go as Wolverine this Halloween. And if Toxicated is saying, as the first comment we're getting this morning. Tyler, how you doing today?
I'm good. Maybe a little tired. Stayed up late watching Kamala's speech at the DNC. It was a big night for the Dems. I'm sure we'll get into it.
You're capable of sitting through it and watching it? Doesn't it hurt your brain?
I watched it all. I thought it was a good speech. She actually touched on real policy for the first time. I think we know what she stands for now, and disregard what right-wing Twitter is saying to you. Like, that was a good speech.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm sure we'll talk about that. By the way, when I say it's insufferable, I mean on both ends. Either DNCs. Well, let me tell you what she didn't say. She didn't say monkeypox. She did say abortion. She did not say Donald Trump 5 times. She did not say McDonald's. Actually, what the fuck did I bet that she'd say McDonald's?
She worked at McDonald's.
She did not say inflation, and she did not say Obama. Okay? Let me tell you what she did not say.
I thought she'd say Obama, but she didn't.
You'd figure that her acceptance speech would, she'd say Obama because of the support from Michelle and Barack. Like, it'd be like, okay, it's my honor to succeed, to go after my, colleague, Barack Obama. No, she said none of this shit. And I got cooked on absolutely everything. Every single word. But anyways, besides one, I think I won 1 out of all of them yesterday, Tyler. I forget which one it was. But, ceasefire. That one was a good one because it was 50,
that was a surprise hit.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. I've got some thoughts on that.
So perfect. We'll keep that for your thoughts. Then on the show today, market report as usual. I mean, we got Jackson's Hole today. Whatever is going down in Jackson's Hole. Mando, I need a TLDR. I know it's in 52 minutes and everybody's shaking. Like, my favorite traders on the timeline are shaking. It's a cold world or not. We'll find out in less than an hour.
The headlines, though, right? This thing's happening right now.
I thought it was at 11 a.m. I talked to KBM and he said, I mean, it is now, but JPOW is 11.
I've just seen a bunch of
really
a bunch of headlines.
That may explain why we're pumping right now. But I was told by Keyboard Monkey, keyboard pianist, pianist. I don't know that. Oh no, JPOW is live. I guess he's live, and Mando has a shirt on.
Oh, time has come for rate cut. He said it.
Purple tie. What does that mean?
There you have it.
What does it mean that JPOW is wearing a purple tie?
25 bips or 50 bips? That's the question.
There you go. Oh yeah, Bitcoin's retesting top of the range. Anyways, we'll talk about that. And then we'll do Tyler's top 100 and then followed by Robert loot box spins. I got you guys. I know how you guys have been gaming the system. I will game the gamers. So we'll do that at the end of the show. Remember to retweet and follow all of us. Anyways, let's get right into this. The market is pumping. Let's get it.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
GM.
Good morning.
We're doing well. So everything's rallying on the back of a fairly predictable speech from Jerome Powell that we're going to start cutting rates. He doesn't seem overly bearish in the economy, which I think is a good sign. He's just basically he's just saying that they're going to start cutting rates because inflation's come down. I don't know. Seem to be taking well. Yesterday stocks were a little bit lower. It feels like they're going to go higher on the back of this. There's some talk about like, oh, will we have a little bit of a sell-off when the rate cuts start happening? We may have like a small little hiccup, but over the medium term, it's almost always a pretty positive sign. And I think one of the main things that you normally see with rate cut cycles is they often coincide with quite a violent recession. And this is going to be one of the only potential soft landings we've seen in the last, I don't know, 40 years. So this is not like what you've seen with the other times. Like the last times you had very dramatic rate cut cycles were COVID and 2008, right? So it was like these very violent recessions which suddenly led to extreme rate cuts. And this time it feels slightly different. So I think in general, I'm seeing this as positive. I do think that we've said for a bit here, Bitcoin positioning was pointing to it being squeezy. Cold world is not happening, it feels like today. But we have seen a bit of a rally in all the other L1s as well. This hasn't just been a Bitcoin trade. So Avax is up 25% this week now. They got a Grayscale trust yesterday. Anthem up about 25%. You've seen Matic up about 25%. A bunch of L1s and L2s where some meme coin trading has been happening, but other activities have been happening. They all seem to rally. So you had a bit of a bounce there. You've seen a bounce a lot of the AI coins as well over the last 24 hours. So basically, the rallies in altcoins, which just used to be memes, has kind of spread to more things. Particularly if you look at weeklies. It's not really meme coins which have led a lot of these. So, oh my God, look at those lines.
Look at those lines, bro. Dude, listen. This is what you call a bullish pennant, okay? And we are breaking past it. You know, look, the lines don't lie. Yeah, it's like hips. It's like Shakira's hips. You know, the lines are nice. You know, so you absolutely love to see it. Bitcoin's breaking past 62K, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Now let's see if we can break through that. Right? Wasn't there a big resistance to 62, Mando?
Yeah, I mean, I think the resistance was really slightly lower than that, but yeah, we've broken through. I don't know if it's going to like that much higher. Still feels choppy to me.
Yeah,
I'd be wary of buying into these sort of things, but I do think we could squeeze quite nicely. Like funding is so low, right?
What's the number where we're allowed to get excited again? 73?
Honestly, I'm not getting excited past the all-time highs because you know what happened every time we hit 70K, brother.
Well, 73 is like all-time high, isn't it? Roughly.
Yeah, I think so, right? I'm pretty sure 73 or 74 is the all-time high. Let's pull up the daily candle on Bitcoin. There you go. Daily candle. It's 73, 74. You know, something like that. So, do we get excited 74
on Bitcoin?
Yeah,
brother. I think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here.
No, Tyler was asking where are we allowed to get excited?
Oh,
yeah, not saying it's coming soon, but like, you know, we want to.
I mean, in the current state of things, I think a rally of $1,000 is like absolutely insane, right?
I mean, so funny. Oh yeah, we're not getting. We can get excited or happy, but we just can't get euphoric. You know, that's the alpha. You know, we're not gonna try not to get euphoric. Let's look at the top gainers, losers on the last 24. I mean, it's nothing much going. It's just another day in Chop City for now, right? But we'll see if it happens to be true. So that's what you were talking about, right? You're talking about alts pumping. Looks like alts are top gainers, actually, guys. Not even memes. Look at that. It's all alts. Are alts back?
That's what I'm saying. Like, go on the weekly as well.
7 days. There you go.
Do like the top 300.
Wow.
I think it's relevant, but like you see that this is a.
Never mind.
There, but like it's been a much more broad-based rally, basically.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Avax pumped like crazy because of the Grayscale news, right? So if you go top 300, I mean top 300, I guess that changes things because there's a lot of super rare. What's going on super rare?
Super rare hired DWF as their market maker.
Yeah, there was this like I saw this. Did you send that to someone? Sent that to us, like the whole DWF thing where like they just like really good at like just like pumping on the volume, like a token just goes crazy. Someone sent a thread there's this guy that has been tailing the DWF traded wallets, coins, and so basically they do this thing where like they pick up on a new coin like super has very low volume, they fucking send it, right? And this guy actually has been only trading like that and been very successful. It's been pretty interesting. I read about this. I'll find you the thread. I'll send it to you guys. But that guy was saying that he's been like actively just trading like that, and he's been cooking because every time like a DWF picks up a coin, like he notices like a certain pattern, and like he didn't figure it was DWF until later, but it's been the same thing across multiple coins that he studied, and they all happen to have DWF as a market maker. And he was talking about that, and I thought that was super interesting. But yeah, anyways, thank you, Ale. I do, aside from having the best hair in Web3, I do make the meanest, latte.
Looks
anyway,
good.
Yeah, I'm quite the barista. Thank you. I picked up on the cocoa and the foams ratio in Portugal. Actually, Portugal changed my life when it comes to coffee.
These compliments are so hollow now. Literally, we named him going to Portugal about 4 times, and basically said you're going to go to other countries. So.
Mando took it personally.
It's true, right? I only hear from the grapevine. Oh no, I'm gonna move to Switzerland. Oh no, I'm gonna move to
No,
Italy.
I'm never going to Switzerland. That's I am too brother.
Paris. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, all right, I'll go.
Brother, I am too poor to live in Switzerland. Switzerland is for the rich and famous, like Danny Seedphrase. Like that is different. Like Switzerland is for the rich and famous, like Daniel Seedphrase. And that's not for me. But there's a good opportunities around Milano. This is a good place to live. But don't worry, Portugal, Lisboa is still strong runner up here. Very, very, very strong first tide or second here because it's nice and cheap, and we like that. We like that. We like that. Anyways, so market wise, that's about it, right? Nothing else to pick up on. Sources are telling me. Keyboard monkeys, my sources. There's a fake breakout, and that we're meant to short this. So let's see. We'll see by the time we close. But it is Friday, and you know what that day is? Shabbat Candles Day. So we'll see how the weekend treats us. So, anyways, Bitcoin 6616, Solana 145, ETH is 2680. A lot of memes were rallying, etc. So you love to see that, and that's about it on the market, right? I think.
Yeah, Bitcoin sold off already. It hit like 62,250.
It's over.
Yeah,
it's finished. I mean, we may see $44,444 by Sunday.
Oh well.
Should we talk about this for a second on the market? Because the market's been boring, and that's like a fun part of the market. And then we'll get to Tyler Stop 100 in a second. There was a tweet, right, that I saw. He's tweeting down only.exe. Look at that. 30 seconds ago. That's so funny.
He's the only one. Yeah,
he's the only one. Let's see this. I can't short. I'm too scared to short. What's his tweet that's been getting like a lot of engagement last couple of days? This one, right? No, there was one where he said that he was short like $60 million.
Well, there was that one that Zach XPT replied to him.
It's this one, yeah. It's this one, right?
I think Zach XPT deleted it, but
that's the tweet. $44.4 million notional, TP at 44,444. That's a lot of fours. What do we think here?
He said 38K and then took it off at 65. He had a short on from 60. What was it? 70K. He said he was going to 38 and took it off at 65.
And then got busted on the way up.
I don't
know.
Then
he's long. Then he flipped long, and he got busted for all the money he made out, which this is where the $8 million meme with Ansem was born, right? So I guess we'll see where the market. takes us this weekend, lower or higher. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We're streaming live on YouTube and X. We've posted it all around. So let me know in the comments what you think. Lower, higher, higher, lower. Let me know what you think. We're gonna be on the weekend. And Tyler, let's see what you got for us today.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler D on FOMO Hour cause the kid can't miss.
Ready to bash some bears. All right, yeah, just in, we've got crypto majors rallying here, up about 2% across the board on the back of Powell's comments at Jackson Hole saying the time has come for rate cuts. Now it's just a matter of how big the cuts will be. In other crypto news, we saw the Tron stablecoin USDD is no longer backed by Bitcoin reserves after the Tron DAO removed $750 million worth of Bitcoin. It's now mostly backed by Tron, TRX.
Oh, God.
Interestingly, up quite a bit on the week. So that's something to watch. We saw Binance founder CZ. He's released from prison to a halfway house. His
Free CZ.
Full release slated for September. So that might be one of our next upcoming catalysts. We've been talking about Avax. It had a big day, two things. So Grayscale announced their trust, and then also Franklin Templeton announced their U.S. government money fund, FOBXX, is available on Avalanche. So more institutions going to Avalanche. Phantom, they're expanding their onboarding options, allowing users to utilize Apple Pay, credit cards, and more. So it's getting easier and easier to get onto Phantom. And then Sony, the news from overnight, early this morning, Sony is launching an ETH-L2. It's called Sonium, and they're planning to deliver Web3 apps across entertainment, gaming, and finance. So a big headline there. In memes, Soul mid-tiers had a good day. Ginnen, SCF, PopCat outperformed on the day. Pump Fund, their big news, they're launching Spaces. So within Pump Fund, you're going to have a Spaces product. It's going to be absolute pandemonium.
Let's
In
go.
NFTs, we broke the news yesterday, but to relay it, Magic Eden Foundation, they teased their ME token airdrop. We saw the Bitcoin and Sol leaders, mostly green, on the back of that news. ETH NFTs chopped. Then it was a big night on Polymarket. We teed it up at the beginning of the show. Kamala's speech saw over $2 million on which words she would say, though excerpts of her speech did leak ahead of time. We saw some wild action on the Will Beyonce perform line, over $1 million bet on that. Sadly, no Taylor Swift. So
Oh my God, Tyler, dude!
Hey, I didn't hammer that one as hard as the Elon one.
Mando, have you been following Airplane GCR, Tyler? So Tyler, you remember when he was tracking the Elon jet over the?
Yeah.
So he was doing this all day yesterday with Taylor Swift. I did DNC. So Airplane GCR was back.
I was a little lighter on Taylor. There were less indications.
Oh, I love
he was
you,
actually going. I mean, Elon, like, his plane was actually, like, it looked like it was flying to Nashville. Taylor, we never really saw any of that movement, but they announced the special guest, and then all of the market makers like took their sell orders off, and her line briefly popped to 50 cents.
Oh,
So I thought when that happened that someone must have known something. That was, I mean, it opened the day at 5 cents, so it moved 10x. Like, you had a chance to sell 10x there on the day, but then it drops back to 20. It kind of held at 15 to 20 for most of the night. The big one was Beyonce. So I was watching both the CNN and NBC television coverage, and they were all actively spreading the rumor that Beyonce was there. Like, they wouldn't shut up about it. Like, they were talking about it every 15 minutes. You saw it going around Twitter as well, until Beyonce's manager came out and said they had no plans to be there. The line had gotten to like 97%, I think. Like it was like almost a confirmed yes. And then it dropped all the way to zero because she did not, in fact, perform here. I'll go to Nick Tamino. I can send you the NT money. And he posted the chart. I mean, it's one of the more brutal.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is how much of a lock it seemed. And that jibed with what the anchors were saying live. And then, she did not. And now people are saying, okay, it was a conspiracy to get more viewers to turn in. Maybe it was. I don't know. But it worked. There was like 20 million. I think watched it live.
Yeah, someone just said, Tyler did it. Here's a thread about the online rumor starting. So it looks like. Okay, so someone started a rumor yesterday on Twitter.
I mean, people were saying that, like, the anchors were saying that she was live in the building. So, like, yeah, I mean, if this is where it started, it was a wild game of telephone.
Damn.
And it seemed realistic because Kamala has been coming out to the Beyonce song Freedom. Beyonce gave her the rights to play it at her rallies. So it was logical. And then the speech, over $2 million bet on that one. I ended up staying away. I didn't like the lines. Like, there were so many heavy favorites. Like, none of the underdogs hit. Ceasefire hit.
Yeah, I know. I got rinsed, bro.
But now I think there's kind of a problem. Like, are you gonna keep betting these markets if you know like the speeches are getting leaked? Apparently, one of the Trump speeches got leaked. Like, so basically, if you don't get a copy of the speech, like, you're a massive dog now.
And how do you trust that like the people who get the copy of the speech aren't bidding this?
And then there could be like fake speeches leaked now. Like, there's a lot of permutations with this. So I think we might be moving on from some of the word betting.
Yeah. I mean,
until the debates will be, I think, less.
We are definitely taking this word betting too far.
Yes.
That's for sure. But you know what? We love it.
Well, there's nothing else to do.
There's nothing. What else are we gonna do? Long and short.
Buy dog coins on BNB.
Exactly. I mean, we'll get to that in a second, right? I'm curious to get our BNB and Tron update of the day to see where the trenches are. And I got my thoughts. I got my own thoughts on that one. But anyway, so you seem to have liked this the speech. This speech seemed to have, I mean, on the market seemed to have gotten her a little closer to Trump. There was a large gap of like 5-6 points. Oh, you know who we're betting on next for words? RFK today.
Yeah. Well, the big one is he going to endorse Trump? That's at 70%. It feels like he will. Like, I mean, if he comes out at the Trump rally, it seems like he's going to endorse him.
What are some typical words that our boy RFK likes to use? Like, what
God, I mean, you want to talk about wild card?
What are we talking? CIA at 29 cents with all the rumors. You like that?
It's interesting. I don't know.
Debate, that's a good one. 50-50 with them not letting him debate. You could say it. You could be like, hey, here, I'll put my bets on. I'll put my bets on the show. Yeah, fuck it. Let's have fun.
Him dropping out is clearly why Polymarket has moved to Trump, but I don't know. I think that when the polls come out next week, I think when Silver has his model, Kamala's going to be in the lead next.
As long as
this time next week, she'll be in the lead.
As long as I have money left in this account, I will bet. And then the day goes to zero, then I will stop. So I say myself. So I tell myself. But anyways, that was apparently that was a good one. So we'll see where that takes us. But anyways, DNC, all this stuff, that's over with now, right? You can go back to Chicago. You're safe.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, we're going back here after the show.
All right.
The protests really weren't that bad. Yeah.
The Tyler D household can go back home. That's what matters. That's what matters. Anyways, how are we looking? How are let's talk about our BSC and Tron coins, because yesterday's show was really all about BNB and stuff. Mando, have you dabbled into BNB yesterday after the show? You seem like you were excited to do so.
I did. I bought the Binance dog, which is down 75%.
Oh no!
Hence the memes. I have to say, you were cracking me up yesterday because it was right after the show that you were tweeting all the memes on Tron of BNC.
Did I? I don't think I did I?
They were funny. So the Binance dog. So you tried at least.
I figured that would be the one, down 75%.
Yeah, and four's up.
Let's take a look at our daily memes. This one is so funny. CZ getting out of prison to pump BNB coins.
Well, Simon's cat is up at 275 million.
What?
Wild. Yeah.
Yeah, go pull up the BSC board here.
Let's pull up the BSC board over here, boys. Let's pull it up. So Simon's cat, let's pull it up. I got it here. Oh my wait, what? Oh, because it's a daily candle. Hold on.
I'm seeing 190.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing 222.
I think it popped out at like 250 or something, or 220.
Yeah. No, this one was definitely super high.
It did go. It went super high.
Yeah, it's in honey. Yeah, it was definitely. You're right. It was definitely hit like 250 overnight. How's that 4 coin doing? I didn't end up bridging. I didn't end up selling my X copy, but I ended up like keeping it in cash. so I didn't do anything with it.
Nice.
Yeah, it felt good to get a sale. I feel like and it's up. Look at that. We
Pull it up. Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah,
best looking
had
coins
the
on the
right
board.
coin. I got Obi, we had the right one.
Yeah, the ones you don't buy are of course going to go up, and the ones you buy are going to.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I got to text Ovi about it because I was talking to Ovi yesterday. I was like sharing my BNB thoughts, and I was like, I think this is gonna pump, and I didn't buy it. And we actually agreed to that one pumping, and we didn't get into it. That's 31 mil. So 4 is up.
Cat down 68%.
4 is up. You know what? I want to know how Capri Sun is doing. Let's check back in on Capri Sun on Tron. Hey, it's not great, boys. I don't think we missed much. It is back down to $1 million.
How's the rest of the board? I'm taking a look. So Sundog's at 190. I mean, that's still pretty high.
I mean, Sundog got a Binance listing with PopCat, right? So Tron board. What's the Tron logo again? It's this one. The Tron board market cap. I think it's just Sundog and Suncat, right? That are up. I think that's about it.
The Sun token. I don't know if that's a meme coin or whatever that is.
So can you talk to me about the importance of that Bitcoin backing being gone now? Like it's like 12,000 Bitcoin, because that was a big headline yesterday in one of yours.
Yeah. I saw that news. I haven't really dug in, but the Tron DAO, they moved $750 million worth of Bitcoin, which had been backing USDD. This is an algorithmic stablecoin. They launched it in 2022 as a competitor to Terra's UST token. And now it's primarily backed by their own TRX. So I don't know. Like we've seen setups like this before, right? Like I think it is a red flag.
Right?
I'm trying to just scroll through the article now, see what else jumps out. I think folks have questioned, some of Justin Sun's movements in the past.
They're backed by meme coins now.
All right, they're saying it has $1.7 billion worth of TRX and USDT in reserves, giving it a collateralized ratio of over 230%. So it's backed by more than double. But yeah, I guess someone else is disagreeing with that and saying it's only 53% backed. So I don't know. It looks like it's still kind of fairly unknown.
Interesting.
But perhaps be careful dabbling in USDD.
Okay. Be careful there. Be careful. Tron is. We've been saying be careful on Tron for a minute. The other headline is Sony. So Sony made the headlines not long ago for acquiring an exchange, right? And so now you're telling me that Sony is launching an L2. What's that all about?
They are, yeah. So Sony is launching an ETH L2. It's called Sonium. The quick TLDR. So their vision is to realize the open internet that transcends boundaries. They describe it as a general-purpose blockchain that aims to evoke emotion, empower creativity, and meet diverse needs to go mainstream. It is an open network. It leverages the OP stack and the super chain. The focus areas are entertainment, gaming, and finance. And as for what's coming next, they are gearing up to launch the testnet, making their developer tools and SDKs available soon, and then introducing new partners. And they've got some big partners in there. So they got Chainlink, Circle, Astar Network was one of the big ones. And I think there was an interesting quote from the rollout that I'm quoting here. We think the development of a comprehensive Web3 solution based on blockchain is very significant to the Sony Group, which has developed a wide variety of businesses. So that's the story. I think there's been just some early, some people are happy. I feel like crypto Twitter is just leans so negative and pessimistic.
Of course.
The common response is, oh, great, another L2. I saw Beanie comparing it to their NFT project and where that went. And it didn't really go anywhere. But I don't know. I lean a little bit more optimistic. I think we have to at least be happy and want to give these folks a shot to see what they can, what they can roll out, what kind of apps they're going to have.
Yes, the narrative could be, just another L2, sure. But you know what? You're telling me Sony's buying exchange, Sony's building an L2. Sony's clearly spending money and investing in the cryptocurrency like business ecosystem in this industry. I take this as a positive, surely, right? I mean, what do we think here? Like, I know people want to dunk on this, dunk on that, but like, they're not here trying to extract. I mean, yeah, but I don't think they will. Like, because they also, it's like, like, what do we think, right? Like, surely this is a positive.
I feel like launching an L2 is less extractive,
right,
of an entrance, right, than launching in like an NFT or something along those lines. So yeah, I think it's positive.
Right.
We have to, it's just a headline right now, so we have to see like what they put behind it, what kind of resources,
yeah,
and who chooses to build, and it's going to be competitive, right? But it's certainly better than them coming out and saying crypto is a scam and we're exiting.
Sony NFTs. I'm keeping this cadence in once a day, y'all. Don't worry, I won't let you down.
I mean, Coinbase bombed with their NFT marketplace, and then they're doing all right with their L2.
Right, like Coinbase NFT marketplace was a complete washout, and then the base is fucking killing it. So I guess we'll see what's going to be built on Sony's L2. But dude, fuck it, we'll take it. Like I don't know. Like I think we've become a little too cynical in this industry, in the space. I'll say CT. I'll just say CT specifically. Like we've become like I believe we've become overly bearish and cynical in this period of chop. I think chop has really gone to everybody's heads.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people need to rinse your head. I think people need to like shut their brains off again. You know how we say like shut your brain off in this space? I feel like we've all shut our brains on during the chop because we're overthinking. I mean, Mando, what do you think? You smirked here. Like, do you think people need to shut their brains off a bit and just let the pump be within them?
I think increasingly it seems as though a lot of the pump stuff is just like related to the majors. And that's what gets people more depressed. It's like, oh, Sony's going to come in. And yeah, maybe they don't just create, like an unregulated gambling space for everyone, which is what everyone kind of wants. But maybe they just do some of their payments on there. Maybe they move some IP on there, and that probably is bullish for ETH, or bullish for Bitcoin, and bullish for Solana. But I don't think this is crazy. I would agree with both sides that you can't really. Sony have had quite a few different forays into this space, and some of them have worked, some of them haven't. I feel as though this is an L2. We don't need another L2, but it probably at the same time shows marginally that more and more companies can go and do this. I think the thing that stood out for me here is Sony's one of the biggest companies in Japan. And Japan's been making quite like a big push into blockchain. Yeah. So, and there's all from being very far behind as technical, as a country that tries to be very technically ahead of many others, it's been surprising to me that they've been so slow at this. So to see some of the big conglomerates come in and do stuff, maybe that's just another avenue for Japan getting bigger into blockchain.
Yes, absolutely. By the way, Dano in the comments, genius. Who's sending ticker sign ONY? Get it? Sony. Anyways,
you can launch it on Pumped Up Fun on a new Spaces.
Speaking of which, perfect segue to where I wanted to go. Quickly, before I go to you, Tyler, for you to explain, Mando, since we started this show together, how do you feel about FOMO Hour streaming live on Pumped Up Fun?
Are we streaming live on Pumped Up Fun?
Not today, but there's a new streaming. They have just like Discord stages, just like Clubhouse, just Spaces. There's Pump Fun stages now. Tyler, talk to us about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's they basically have launched a Twitter clone. So they introduced stages. Multiple people can live stream at the same time. Anyone on the stage can screen share. They've got voice chat and more. So basically, it works just like a Spaces. So you have to have the dev launch the stream, and then to get people on the stage, anyone can request to join, and the dev can invite them up onto the stage. And from there, you're just joint streaming, just like any other streaming app. And if the dev leaves the stream ends. Dev still has control, just like they do on the Spaces. So it very much is just a Spaces stream clone. And to answer your question, Farokh, yes, 100%. We should do a Pump Fun Spaces at some point.
I mean, if we can find a way to stream this into, I'll ask Sims when he's back. He's gonna be back on Monday. Like, I'll ask Sims to figure it out. But if we can stream live on Pump Fun while we're streaming live here, hey, dude, it's just another avenue. What do you think about that, Mando? I mean, you're Pump Fun dev yourself.
I don't know. I think it's quite a lot for them to become like their own streaming platform at the same time, but they seem to be keen to do it.
But it makes sense though, right?
It makes sense for their niche, right? So I think we saw the meta where the late night, demon hour spaces were just people launching pump funds and like CTOing them, right? So now I could see some of that segment move from Twitter onto pump fund. It seems like some of these streams are going kind of off the deep end.
They are.
Like they're going a little too far.
Yeah. I didn't partake in the whole like crackhead dev stream because
yeah.
But that's the only stream you want to watch. I guess that's what I'm trying to say is like, I'm not going. It's not going to replace Kick or Twitch or any of the other things. The only thing you're going onto Pump.Fun is to hear about some crackhead dev.
I mean,
launching a coin, right? Like,
I mean, I would have watched. I mean, people watched 7,000 people were watching Tyler and I stream the Elon Musk and Trump debate live and betting on words.
On Pump.Fun?
We weren't betting on Pump Fun, but I was buying Pump Funds at the same time, getting wrecked, of course, and then I was bidding Polymarket. Like, I feel like and obviously I don't want to push that too far, but I feel like some creators can like push this to the extent where like they're buying, like Soul Jakey, right? He kind of been doing that. Like he was on Pump Fun.
I'm not saying that their content doesn't work, but it's like me saying, should OpenSea have become a streaming platform?
Well, you know what? Maybe that would have saved them.
I'm just saying, I just don't think it doesn't need to be their core business. Their core business is making $2 million a day, launching shit.
I don't think it's the core business, but I do think it accelerates that core business to get the attention sucked into the platform, right? Like at the casino, right? You're in there. There's no clock. There's alcohol. There's restaurants. They don't make money from the fucking restaurants and the Jack Daniels they're serving you on tap, right? But
I think this is in line with where they want to go. Like they want to be one-stop shop with respect to like social media and communications around their coin launches. So like they're not going to displace like your standard Twitter space over into Pump Fund, but spaces that are talking about pump funds and meme coins going over there, I think could displace those. But whether or not it moves the needle for Pump Fund and like daily volume, like I don't really know that it does.
Yeah, I will see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see that. And that was some news. What else, Tyler? What else you got in store for us today?
Those are the big ones. Trying to think if we had anything else. Yeah, that was really it. Phantom just makes it. I mean, Phantom just continues to dominate with wallets.
Dude,
they have Apple Pay, credit cards. It's just getting easier and easier.
What's with the legacy crypto brands not giving a fuck about UI and UX? Like I love MetaMask. I love the MetaMask team. Okay, don't get me wrong here. Like, this is not personal. But what is with these legacy crypto teams not caring about improving? Or maybe they care, but like if Phantom is doing it, surely it's not that hard to replicate, right? Like I don't want to assume it's easy to do an UX, UI change when everybody's using your platform, but like if someone else is doing it, why is it so hard? Like that's something that frustrates me in crypto. Do you guys know why? Like for example, the UI update that MetaMask did is arguably the worst update I've ever seen. You know the thing with the activity, you have to click again, you have to pop it up. Just to get to Block Explorer, you have to click like 17 buttons. Like, do you guys know why? Like, why do we keep doing that to ourselves in the space? OpenSea, same.
Maybe they feel like they have more to lose. They had, they had like a don't. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
It is consistent though. It's a consistent theme.
I don't.
Winners.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't know either. Anyways, I just realized I actually didn't prepare the loot box spin, so I need 5 minutes. So please figure out a topic to talk about for 5 minutes. I got carried away in this conversation in this show today. A lot of stuff. So I need you.
I can riff a little bit. I think so. One, we talked about Magic Eden yesterday and the token launch, but what I had missed was that they rebranded it. So originally that was their token was going to be ticker NFT.
Yes.
And now it is ticker ME. And it seems like there is actual meaning to that. Like they are looking like they don't want to be pigeonholed as an NFT token. Smart. There's a direct quote here from their foundation director, Matt Sinix, in conversation with Decrypt. And I'm quoting here, we want this to represent something greater than just NFTs, especially if down the line we adopt protocols that represent fungible token standards. That doesn't mean we're not bullish on NFTs. So I think that was an interesting twist to all of this. I think we broke down the news mostly yesterday. Again, you're going to have the Magic Eden wallet. It's available on iOS and Android. It seems like they're running out the Blast playbook, so you're going to have that. You're going to want to link all your wallets. So they have the option to link across Unisat, Xverse, I think MetaMask, Phantom. So you'll want to connect, Bitcoin, Solana, and all that to have all your diamonds in one spot, or perhaps keep them separate. I guess that's up to everyone. But now we're just waiting on the win. When is this thing going to come? And I was looking back at their 6-month numbers. I mean, they had a massive lead on the 6 month. I mean, they had 10%.
That was mostly ordinals volume, or
mostly ordinals and Solana. So they've been winning Solana. They're pretty much neck and neck with Tensor, I think slightly ahead, and then dominating Bitcoin.
I don't think anybody shops Bitcoin NFT ordinals on any other platform than Magic Eden, right?
So I think part of that success continuing is likely dependent on ordinal success.
So how do you feel about ordinals here? I've seen a couple big Node Monkey sales over the last couple of days. Puppets are up today again. How do you feel about that in general?
Well, here's the thing: we might see a bit of the farmer pump, right? So now we think that the ME token launch is closer. It's easy to forget about farming or trading NFTs when it's not top of mind. But everyone who got those diamonds, you have the ability to unlock 200% to 500% more by bidding, by trading NFTs on Magic Eden. So I could see a spike in activity primarily on Bitcoin, perhaps on Solana. We started seeing that. It's a small sample size, so don't get too excited. But ordinals are up 3 to 10% across the board. Solana NFTs, we saw a lot of green on the Solana board. So it was a lot of smaller, like lower cap projects. So like the Catalina whale mixers up 47%.
I saw
like I don't even know these projects.
No, I minted the shit out of that. I actually sold a Catalina whale for $55,000 peak Solana NFTs. You know to who? I think it was Tolly. Actually,
wow.
I had listed it for 500 Sol back then for the longest time. And one day I see on the timeline like it going viral, the tweet, and I'm like, what? That's mine. And I had listed like 6 months prior.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Go shout out to you.
That was like NFTs on Sol though. That was like 2021 Sol NFTs.
Okay, yeah, now I remember those. The guys are chopping at 35. Mad Lads, SMBs are up slightly. So could give them a little bit of life. And then, I mean, ETH NFTs, they kind of chopped yesterday, but gonna close a pretty nice week. Everything's up 7 to 15%. That's kind of holding at 27.5.
That's good.
Not expecting a whole lot of action this weekend.
Mando, how's our drank? I'm 1 minute away from finishing this thing. How's our drank points going?
What do you mean?
How's it going? How are you guys doing on that front?
I think we've hit an all-time high for people on it. It became the official sponsor of Rect Radio this week. So we had a bunch of people on the back of that. Yeah, I think it's going well.
I absolutely love to see this. And then last question for the both of you as we head into the weekend, like I ask every Friday, higher or lower on Monday?
Ooh.
You guys always stress out of that question.
Yeah, I'm going higher this week. I'm going higher.
Higher this week? All right. What do you think, Mando?
I'll go with lower.
Oh, what?
Damn it.
Only in the short term. I'm not bearish or anything. If we're going to bet what I think this could be higher or lower, I think it's going to be... Because it's just one of these things where like people will start freaking out over the weekend because somehow rates are going to go lower. And then people will say, this is 2008. This is just like COVID. And it's nothing like those sort of times. And then on Monday, we'll probably rally back. Just don't buy into us getting out of this tight range. That's basically what I'm saying.
I like that. Listen, I like that. No, I must sit on my hands. I'll decide. I'm betting on football this weekend. So Manchester City or Brighton Albion. Anyways, all right. I've become a professional at this shit. All right. Well, we're gonna pick one winner that's retweeted the stream, the actual broadcast from my tweet, and we're gonna pick one winner directly from the audience. So here you go. So you have to follow Robit, and you know why I did that? Because it's only 52 retweets on this. and you guys couldn't have gamed it, but only the real ones retweet that one. So you have to follow Robit, FOMO Hour, Mando, Tyler, and myself. We'll do it like that. Boom. And then one winner you guys will pick. Make me stop. And we're picking from the audience directly. There you go. All right. Let's pick one winner that retweeted the broadcast. See, you got to stay on your toes. You got to stay on your toes. You got to stay on your toes at all times. You know, you got to be retweeting shit. You got to be supporting us. You got to be, sharing, watching live. So there it is. And the winner is Metal Panther X. Out of 52 entries, Metal Panther X. Congratulations. Request to speak and come on stage. Metal Panther X. You won one of the 2 spins today on the show. Congratulations. So Metal Panther X, if you are here listening, please come up. And if you're not, then, we'll pick somebody else after. The other thing is, I think we do the stop thing. What do you guys think? Should we do the stop thing? That's always a fun way to get it going. So Tyler, why don't you tell me when to stop? I'll go up and all the way down one bit. All
Stop.
The way here. 247. Well, I can't even tell if he's 247 swoosh. There you go. 247 swoosh. 247 dot swoosh. Get and LUTA. So get in loot. GETNLUTE. Congratulations. Please request to speak and come up on stage with us. Metal Panther, I'm not seeing him, so they may have been a robot. And I may redraw if he doesn't request to speak in the next 30 seconds. Oh, he's here. Never mind. Don't stress it, brother. I'm bringing you. Hey, and you know what his bio says? His bio says, never give up until I make it. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? I was just driving the vehicle, so I just parked around.
1 second. We have a lot of feedback here. We have a lot of... Congratulations, you made it up. I mean, you know what he did, this guy? He's smart. He retweeted Mando's tweet, Tyler's tweet, my tweet, and the FOMO Hour Spaces. So this MFer retweeted absolutely everything. 247 swoosh, how you doing? All right, let's get yo, Panther, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Are you ready for your spin?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Let's go. Metal Panthers first, swoosh is second. There you go. So there's the box. It's right there. Let's go. Let's spin, baby. What do you win a red guy? Red guy 67. Congratulations, Metal Panther. We will send you this. Send us your wallet address. 247 swoosh. Are you ready? Can't hear them. Can't hear them.
Yeah, we're ready.
Oh shit! Where are you tuning in from?
I'm actually at work right now, but I appreciate the selection. Man.
Oh shit! You at work right now? I love that. All right, yo, I hope. All right, let's see if
Let's win it big for him. Come on.
Hey, are you gonna quit your job if you win a punk? No, I'm just kidding. Please don't. All right, let's spin for you, brother. Well, it's another red guy. Nice one. Congratulations, 247 swoosh. You made $1,300.
Much appreciated. Thank you, guys.
All right, brother. Have a good one. Well, Panther swoosh, congratulations on your red guy wins. You absolutely love to see that. And boys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will not see you on Monday because I'll be in Japan. I'm gonna go to Japan. I'm gonna make sure that they max bid our Bitcoin and everything. I got you guys. I'm gonna go to the Sony headquarters. I'm gonna tell them they might have to buy like $10 billion worth of our meme coins. So I got you guys. Anyways, with that, we'll see you Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.